In a month leading up to the runny, jumpy, shooty Call of Duty Robots, or Titanfall as it's more affectionately known, most other game releases are pushed to the wayside to make way for mechanised behemoths. However, this month sees the release of Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, trying to root itself into the spotlight with its quirky humour and vibrant atmosphere. The latest instalment of PopCap's hugely popular flower defence game changes tacks and tries to fight it out in the big leagues. PopCap's recent history has definitely left me wanting. Firstly with its pay-to-play sequel to the original Plants vs Zombies, and then followed up by the disappointing and overpriced Peggle 2. So with Garden Warfare coverage taking backseat to larger releases, here's a roundup of everything green and sprouting petals. The first thing to note is that Garden Warfare is a solely online multiplayer, so it will comprise of matches of up to 12 players per side, or a 4-player online co-op. There are two primary game modes in Garden Warfare: Team Vanquish, which is a not so imaginatively named Team Deathmatch mode, and Gardens and Graveyards, which has been likened to Rush and the Conquest modes in Battlefield 4. Here we find the zombie team advancing on the plant's defences, with the usual array of blasters, concrete launchers and football cannons found in any self-respecting online shooter. Once a checkpoint is taken, then it becomes a zombie base and the action is pushed up the field, culminating in one large final assault. For those of you who have an Xbox One, there are also two exclusive game modes: a split-screen co-op mode and a boss mode, a never-ending wave upon wave of increasingly well-equipped zombies searching for a chlorophyll-induced high. Think Horde from Gears of War, but with less homoerotic overtones. So let's have a quick rundown of the classes. You have the soldier, the engineer, the medic, the heavy... Hold on. This is all sounding very familiar. Of course, some of them have different names, but the class system seems to be heavily based on that of Team Fortress. Now this isn't necessarily a bad thing. After all, Team Fortress 2 is still one of the most popular and well-balanced games to date. XP is a thing of the past in Garden Warfare. You can still level up, bringing perks and costume modifiers. Hats. But the levelling up is based on small objectives, much like you would see in mobile games like Jetpack Joyride or the like. For example, kill 2 enemies with a certain weapon, or play 3 games as a sunflower. So Plants vs Zombies may have moved on to the big boy consoles, but don't throw away your mobile gaming device of choice just yet. Because of course, there is a companion app, which as we know is almost a mandatory requirement for Xbox game developers. So if you have a few friends over and you don't particularly like one of them, you can relegate them to the corner to support your zombie hunting from the air. They can spot the undead for you, or even send in an old-fashioned airstrike. But one thing that really strikes me about this game is the visuals. I mean, just go and look at them. No. Really, go and look at them. Gone are the greys and browns we've had forced down our optic nerves ever since that realistic shooters became the stale bread and butter of the console market. And instead we have colours. Real colours! Like green and purple. This, coupled with the stylised graphics, quirky characters and expansive organic maps, makes Garden Warfare a real delight on the eyes. Garden Warfare brings back feelings reminiscent of the Worms games that we all enjoyed, back when we had to fight for the right to play on the single computer our family owned. But it is shaping up to be one of the most surprising hits of the console market. PopCap have taken a risk on this one, but they haven't seemed to compromise on the Plants vs Zombies style we've all known to grow and love, and it brings a much needed new dimension to console online shooters. Garden Warfare is being released mid-February for the Xbox One and 360, and most probably a little bit later for PC. As always, thanks for watching, and be sure to leave your comments and questions below. If you're after more video game news and features, then subscribe to the channel for plenty more in the future. See you next time!